Well, what we've got here is one pretty sick looking fuel rail on eBay. Well, that was last week on eBay. This week it's fitted to my car. Good ridge aeroquip fitting, braided hose onto a chrome fuel rail. I know it's a bit odd starting the video at the end of the job, but I'll kind of talk you what I did, well, talk you through it, what I did. Basic tools, very easy. Just a small socket set. Got an 8mm bolt here. Another 8mm bolt there. The wiring harness is pretty much out of the way. A couple of plastic clips to undo. Injector clips, they just flick off, very easy. The injectors themselves, push the button and pull. Peel them back and you're pretty much good to go there. That is how simple it is. You just grab the rail and yank it up, these will pop out, so there's no clip on the bottom. I did the same to my Sierra probably about a month ago. Only difference being with the Sierra, the fuel pressure regulators on a bracket here onto a little piece of pipe. It's not integrated into the fuel rail like on the 4x4. To be fair, that's the only bit I struggled with really, undoing this circlet. Because God knows, it must have been in the old fuel rail for 20 years. The actual regulator itself was quite difficult to get out because it was wedged in, but I managed to get it out without gnarling it up too much. 60 quid to buy a new one, so yeah. This is what I took off. Nothing wrong with it, but it was just looking very manky, tired. Pipes, again, over 25 years old, nothing wrong with them, but just, you know, to undo from the fuel and return. I thought I'd struggle with this, but in fact it was actually quite easy. Push the levers down and just basically pull it off. Both came off, very easy. Before I won the bid on the fuel rail, I did kind of want it, but in case I never won it, I went ahead and painted this matte black last week, because it was actually like that. Well, that's it, Sierra 2-wheel drive one. You can see the difference. This is your feed, and this is your return. But you know what I mean, the regulators on a pipe connected here, not integrated. See, there's a little bit, I don't know if that's rust or grime or what, but it was pretty sealed. The injectors themselves, that's one of them out of the Sierra. Just a rubber seal at the top, rubber seal at the bottom, one's missing, because when I did the job on the Sierra last month, I did actually nick a little chunk out of it and pissed petrol everywhere when I turned it on. Shit myself actually, but the injectors themselves are easy to fit. That's how this rail will sit on the car. Just the two 8mm bolts holding it down really, and the injector sat in the clips. I just took normal grease smidge on your finger around the rubber grommet with the O-ring. Same again with the one that's missing on the bottom. And that's it, just push in. You'll have a clip sat there in the groove, just holding it in. Your O-ring sat there and just pushed into the inlet manifold, and that's it. Job. What I did have to buy was a set of circuit pliers. Didn't have any, but they were like £9.99. Difficulty rating out of 10, I'd probably give it about a 3. Messing about with petrol, it's, you know, you've got to be quite confident with what you're doing, I guess. But if there's any leaks or any problems, just switch the engine straight off before anything sparks it. Nicking the O-ring when I did the Sierra, it was quite squarey because the petrol was spraying everywhere obviously and it stank. But I just stripped it down, found the problem and just put it back together. It's pretty much the same as this. Peace, love and hair grease. Did use a torque wrench to tighten up the fuel rail. I also undid a couple of these P-clips here while it was all apart. Just took all the old tape off this tubing basically, just to put some fresh on. It's cheered it up actually. £1.25 well spent. I took off the throttle cable bracket as well and painted it matte black. Quite hard to see in this light. The bracket for the oil catch can as well. Give that a bit of a tickle with the paint can as well. It's come out alright. These were only 10 Newton meters to torque up these bolts. That was for both onto the inlet manifold. Not very tight at all. I don't know if you can see that. Nice little touch there. It's like a grub nut on the bleed valve to lock it. To stop Mr. MOT man giving it half a turn before he goes and parks it up. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Matches the cam polish, blue and red. Finally something off eBay that's half decent. Unlike me £350 screwdriver holder there that I bought in October. Blew third gear to smithereens, so I had to buy another one off a guy. Assured me it was good. Left it in my backyard for 6 weeks before I got around to fitting it. So when I did get to go around to fitting it, first problem I found was this. On the mount, so you've got a thread there, this side, nothing. It was basically filled with chemical metal. When I tried to put the screw in it, it just snarled up with a load of shit coming out of it. You can actually see it in there. The bottom section's one colour, the top section's a lot cleaner. You know, alarm bells should start ringing there. But I thought not to worry, at least the one on my gearbox is the same, so I could take it off, have the gearbox mount pretty solid, you know, bish bash bosh, done. But there was even the odd bolt missing, you can see there as well. I think there's meant to be a dowling in there, but it's just filled with gunk. There's gasket sealer hanging off here, so it's obviously been opened up and messed about with. It's fucking garbage, to be honest. But you know, that's the thing with eBay. He's a cunt for selling it me, and I'm a dickhead for not checking it for so long after buying it, I guess. Luckily, a lad in Blackpool had one, similar price. I think it was about 300-400 quid. Went and seen it one night in the back of a van, pitch black, and it was absolutely plastered in oil. I mean, inside the bell housing was thick, and I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. But it didn't smell of gear oil, so I was like, maybe it's the rear main oil seal of the engine that's made it so dirty. I took a chance on it, I put it in the car and it works. 4 cans of brake and clutch cleaner it took to get all the shit out of it and that, but yeah, fucking unlucky I guess. You can just see there's a few threads at the bottom of that old one. I did manage to get a bolt to, well, it wouldn't torque up, but it was tight, put it that way. So I did try and fit this on New Year's Eve, piss bowling about on my back with the car up on axle stands. Got the old box out, this one in. Must have been like 1 o'clock in the morning when I give up, because I got it all screwed up, a couple of bolts in the bell housing, lined up everything. Went to fit the front shaft and it wouldn't fucking fit. It went into the hole, but it wouldn't go all the way back. There's something inside that casing there that was stopping it, and that was like it. Not only is the mount fucked, but it's totally fucking useless to me because it won't fit on my car. I don't know whether it's off a 4x4 Sierra or what, but I don't think it's off a Cosy.